Okay, I want to review how to write equations of lines. So, from a line, the first thing you want to do is identify the ordered pairs that intersect nicely. So, there is an intersection, and there is an intersection, and there is an intersection. So, there are our ordered pairs. And when we write an equation, we want to write it in y equals mx plus b. And so, what we need to do is we need to identify what our B is and what our M is. So our M, remember, is our slope. So if you count, we're going down 2 and right 3. So if I'm going down 2, it's negative, and right 3 is positive. So my equation is going to have a negative 2/3 slope. Don't forget your X. And then it's crossing the Y axis right here, which is at negative or at positive 1. So I'm going to say plus 1. And there is my equation of my line. So now let's talk about if it is giving us a point and a slope. So again, our end result is y equals mx plus b. And so this is our x and that's our y, and slope is our m. So we know that y in this case is 5, m is negative 1 over 3, our x is negative 12, and then we have plus b. And then in our calculators, we multiply this together, and we're trying to solve for b. So we have 5 equals, when I multiply that, I get 4, and then I have plus b. And to get b by itself, I would have to subtract 4 on both sides. And so I get 1 is equal to b. You have to make sure that you don't stop there because I'm asking you to write an equation. So my equation is always in y equals. So I have y equals. My m was given to me, it's negative 1/3 x. And then I just found my b to be 1. So I have plus 1. And that is my equation of my line. Make sure you, when you write your answer, that you use x and y and not the 5 and the negative 12 like we did. We only used that so we could find our b value. But once we find b, then we don't use that anymore. Okay. And then the last type of example is when I give you 2 points. So if I give you 2 points, if you recall, we want to put it into a table. So this is the point 3, 8 and negative 1, 0. And we find the difference. From 3 to negative 1, I'm going down 4. And from 8 to 0, I'm going down 8. So they're both negative. Our slope, remember, is always the change in y over the change in x. So I have negative 8 over negative 4. Make sure to simplify that. When I do negative 8 over negative 4, I get a positive 2. And then my next step is to pick a point. So we're just going to pick 3, 8. I could pick negative 1, 0. It doesn't matter. So if I have the point 3, 8, 3 is my x, 8 is my y. So now we're going to go into y equals mx plus b and plug in our information. Our y is 8. Our m we just found was 2. Our x is 3 plus b. And now we need to solve. 8 is equal to 2 times 3 is 6 plus b. Subtract 6 on both sides. The sixes cancel, and I get b is equal to 2. So my b is 2, and I found my m to also be 2. So when I write my equation, I have y equals, my m is 2, x plus my b is also 2. So there is my equation of my line given 2 points.